Good morning, hockey fans, and welcome to the semifinal matchup of the World Selects Invitational between the Finland Selects and Drafday Hockey, two supercharged attacking teams. Let's remind you how these two teams got to this point. Finland had a very impressive 4-1 record in the preliminary round and did earn a 4th seed appearance in the round of 16, and they were able to dismantle the 13th ranked Midwest Selects in grand style. A 5-0 shutout where they outshot that opponent 37-14. They easily dusted that team aside, but they faced a much stiffer test against the West Coast Selects in the quarterfinal yesterday. In fact, they were down 3-2 with 1:41 remaining on the clock. Jesse Nurmi was able to score a big-time goal to tie the game up at 3. And then he played the hero in overtime, 76 seconds in, to deliver a massive win for his team and a berth in this game against Drafday Hockey. So adversity was faced by that team for sure, so they'll try and tap into that resolve and win today. Drafday, you could say they haven't really faced adversity in this tournament. It has been smooth sailing. They have not trailed for a single second on the scoreboard, dating back to their first game against the Southeast France Selects. They have won all five of their games. They've outscored, dating back to their first game against the Southeast France Selects. They have won all five of their games. They've outscored their opponents 45-7, so that's almost an average of 9-1 per game. And they were in complete command against Pro Corkins. There was a little bit of a scare because there was a 2-0 lead that evaporated for Drafday, but they were able to just storm back, score 5 straight goals, and ultimately win 9-4 at the final buzzer. And leading the way is number 8, 98, Connor Bedard. What a tournament this kid's had. 30 points in 6 games. Yes, 30 points in 6 games. So he is averaging 5 points a game, 22 goals, 8 assists for 30 points. So he has been absolutely lights out fantastic for this team. And you also have Anthony Romani. He was second in the round robin in points, and he has 18 points in 6 games. So 8 goals and 10 assists. So a really great effort. He had a hat trick of his own in that last game. So what a tremendous effort here between these great clubs, wanting to step to the forefront, to be dynamic, and we're going to see who will be able to really elevate their play and come forward with a win to earn a spot in the championship game between either East Coast or the Czech Knights. And that game is going to begin at the same time as this one. And at the other end for Finland, of course, they have so many offensive weapons. The leaders on their team in the playoffs has been number 53, Max Sormo, with 4 points in 2 games, 2 goals and 2 assists. Jesse Nurmi, of course, has 4 points in 2 games. Artu Eliasura has 3 points in 2 games. All but 4 players on this roster have points in the 2 playoff games. And one of the players that don't have a point surprises me. Aaron Kivaharju, their captain. He was the best defenseman at the last tournament that took place in Bolzano a few days ago, 11 points in 7 games. He was good in the round robin, but he's been held in check, so expect him to need to have a breakout game if he wants to be a standout player one more time. He had 4 points in 5 games in the round robin, so expect number 11 to make his presence felt. And you're looking at the great work done in goal by Noah Valley and Eetu Niittymaki. They've been so good. Emil Kuzla has been the leading scorer throughout the course of the tournament, 11 points in 7 games. It's more of a committee that Finland gets their offense instead of that 1 or 2 dynamic lines from Drafday Hockey. So perhaps the depth players on this lineup will really play into the final result. And I should say for Drafday, their goaltending has been solid too. Joshua Branton played yesterday, and he was able to make 28 saves on 32 shots against Pro Corkins. But we are getting ready to go here. It should be a great affair, and of course I'm going to be giving you plenty of updates from what is happening in the Cormeyer Mountain Sports Center. The winner of these two semifinal games will play here at 1 o'clock in Chamonix. And don't forget that there will be the All-Star game too. That'll be happening shortly after 3. Warm-ups are about to wrap up here. I'm going to step aside and let these two teams finish their warm-ups, and I'll be back with you for opening puck drop.
Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to the song and the show goes on. Could the teams please line up on the blue lines for your national anthems?
The national anthems are returning for the semifinal and final, so we hope that you enjoy the pageantry of the Finnish national anthem, Canada, and also the USA. We're so glad to have you on board for this game. Enjoy the anthems. Fantastic national anthems. Now let's drop the puck. Semifinal Saturday will become later championship Saturday. It's going to be a great matchup. We just saw a very good cordial handshake between opponents. That'll factor big in this game. That was Connor Bedard shaking the hand of Finnish captain Aaron Kiviharju. That will be a key battle for sure that we will be tracking. But every single player on the ice surface has the opportunity to be dangerous here. So let's make no mistake about that. Starting in goal for Finland will be number 74, Noah Valley, described himself as a calm and focus in his movements and was able to be so dominant at a tournament in Sweden, finishing 11th out of 79th in save percentage, even though the other goaltenders were born in 2004. Kenneth Marquardt in goal, plays for the Pee Wee AA Prairie Storm in Saskatchewan. Was able to compete with the Saskatchewan Junior Pass at the Brick Invitational. And he played with Drafday last year at the WSI and was very good. But this, he lost in the round of 16 to Finland. So a little bit of redemption on the line here from Marquardt. And we are ready to go here between these two teams. They're going to start their power players on the ice. Puck is dropped. We are underway. Drafday is wearing red. They will go from left to right, and Finland is attacking from right to left on your screen. Thank you for joining us on Legacy Live TV, courtesy of the work by the X1 Multimedia and IP Solutions team. Behind the net, puck is played around by Pessonen, the defenseman, as there's already some spirited board battles. And of course, the cycling game is a big-time pressure cooker for both these teams. Both multi-dimensional on offense, equally capable of striking on the rush as they are on the cycle. Shot from the left point by McGowan, doesn't get through. Follow-up chance. And it's muscled over to the slot area. Kuzla, lead pass. And that's intercepted in the slot. Nice dump in by McGowan. That will facilitate a line change for both teams. Bedard is staying out there. A whirling dervish trying to steal that puck away from Pessonen, and he succeeds. Slides it into Artichuk. Coming in on goal is Wang, and he just fired it wide. A great pass out of the corner for Artichuk. Great vision, and Wang was sent solo, but not able to strike. Pessonen down the right wing, holding on. Frozen in front, they score! A great pass in front, and on the doorstep is jammed home. It is a 1-0 game for the Finland Selects, as finding that loose change and close quarters was number 20, Salstad, and Nurmi. It looked like it was Nurmi getting the last piece of that. And it is 1-0, 75 seconds in. Both of them in very tight quarters, able to just jam the garbage home. Heinonen behind the net, sending it in front. So, ladies and gentlemen, they succeeded in their task. Like I said, Finland would need to try and score first in order to put some pressure on Drafday, make them feel a little bit of adversity. And they are now in some adversity. The first time they have trailed in the entire game, giving up a goal 84 seconds into this affair. And Salstad is credited with that goal. He and Nurmi were in so close quarters of each other, so Salstad is credited with it, so big goal for him. Here they come again. Artie Asura, forehand shot blocked. Holding on to it. It's chopped over to the far corner boards. Puck is backhanded along. It's going to be played around. Trying to wrap it on the forehand. It's going to be a lead pass. Bridges finds number 15, Romani. He does a little bit of a pirouette, throws it to the slot. Artichuk overskates it. Kiviharju a lead pass. Levinen coming down the right wing, has to settle that puck down. Throws it in front. Goaltender didn't know where it was. Ledisari trying to pull the trigger, but it's taken away. Moldenhauer dumps it in. Here is the crash and burn line. They're so good at grinding. Klotchkov, Brett, and also Moldenhauer. Brett drops it back to the left point. Shot is fanned on. Puck is stolen. Maybe a 3-on-1 for Finland. Here is Ledesari coming down the right wing, throws it across, Lebanon, backhander, just wide, throws it in front again. There was a wide open net. Goaltender doesn't have a stick. But some errant passing allows the puck to be recovered from Drafday. They can't get it out though. Really fast and furious pace to start this game. As the goal, 75 seconds in, signaled game on between these two teams. Koivisto back in his own territory. Throwing it in front. In the slot area, Sahlstedt already has the one goal. Looking to capitalize again. Haynes is going after it. Drops it down low inside of the attacking zone. Manetian runs in down low against the defenseman. It's loose on the doorstep. Here comes the chance. Scores! Bedard blew it by the goaltender and popped the water bottle a little bit to make it a 1-1 game. So a quick response by Bedard, 3:44 in, has tied this semifinal game at 1 apiece. So now off the face-off, they'll go back to work. Connor Bedard's 23rd goal of the year. So Sahlstedt gets credited for the first goal for Finland at 1:15 and then a response at 3:44 to make it 1-1. Bedard is going back to work, drops it back to the point. Slid over to Aki. He takes a forehander. That goes behind the net. Haynes has it. Holding on. Losing control. And Paliloma plays it along for Aliasura. Lead pass for Leponen. Jamming at it. Had it taken away. Bedard taps it ahead. He has a lane coming down the right wing. Toe drags, moves in, shoots. Great save is made by Valley. A key save by Valley to keep it a 1-1 game. 4:29 in. Both teams have struck on the scoreboard. So the Romani line is out there, facing off against the top line for Finland. Kuzla, Levanen, and Ledesari. Kuzla has the puck, bustling down the middle. Throws it cross ice, looking for a tip from Levanen. Pass was behind him, though. Kakkonen from the right point, gets it through, and a save is made by Marquardt. A nice save through traffic, a little bit of traffic, from all those players in front of goaltender Marquardt, and Kakkonen, one of the all-star defensemen, is able to make an impact. So Connor Bedard scoring a 3:44 to answer the goal by Lucas Sahlstedt. Shot from the left point goes wide. Kakkonen on the far boards. Gives it away in the corner. Here's a steal. Kuzla in the slot takes the shot out of the glove of goaltender Marquardt. Finland is mounting a push. From the right point, Ledesari a shot. That was blocked in front by Bridges. And Bridges motors his way out. Comes across the line, lows up and shoots. Handcuffs the goaltender a bit, but it stays out. Ledesari on a counterattack. Sahlstedt chases after it. It gets tangled up along the far half wall. It's flipped ahead to the neutral zone. Loose, and it's played across for Ledesari. He takes a shot. And that is deflected out of play. And we expected some offensive fireworks between these two teams. We are getting it here. And let's take a little bit of a look at what's happening in the other game. East Coast versus the Czech Knights. It's a 1-1 tie there as well. It was East Coast striking first, 2:38 in. Cole Barrett the goal. But then Peter Pavlik equalized the game with a power play marker at 6:47. Sahlstedt nudges the puck to the neutral zone. Goes back for Kivaharju. The general throws it up the right wing. Nice interception by Popcock. Knocks it all the way down into the attacking end. Aaron Kivaharju. He knows how to turn on the jets like Errol Carlson. He'll just send a lead pass ahead for Heinonen. Heinonen holding, shooting wide. There's the line that scored the first goal of the game. They're trying to go to work again. They scored the last 3 goals dating back to the last game. Backhander by Nurmi in front. Save is made by Marquardt. It's loose on the doorstep and it's taken away by number 97, Brett. Nurmi is ever so dangerous. And he almost came close to getting a big goal. Brett to the corner. Klutchkov throws it through the blue paint. McGowan sneaks off the point. Gets it into Brett in the left corner. Kakinen is all over him. Puck is recovered by Sahlstedt. Taps it along for Heinonen. Held in at the line by McGowan. Tipped along it goes for Bedard. Nice move, power move right under the doorstep, but just lost the handle as soon as he got in tight enough to make something happen. Kakinen reverses course and plays it over to Pessinen. Pessinen under a lot of duress from Haynes. Kakinen slides it up for Eliasura. It's given away. Bedard coming right in down the middle. Shoots, save. Haynes a shot, and that is rebounded wide. Bedard behind the net, throws it in front. Minetti and Fan on it, but Aki takes a shot. Save is made by Valley. Rebound is there, and they get it away. Oh, so close to the go-ahead goal for Drafday. Sormo was down on top of the puck. Finally taken away. Bedard down the right side. Offside is the call. Minetti didn't like it, but that's the call. And it was offside. 7:51 gone in period number 1. Both semifinals are tied at 1 apiece. That's exactly the way we like it. Nice and close. Romani, a shot from the left circle. That was blocked in front. And like I said, Romani has 8 goals this tournament, 18 points. Coming off a hat trick. Eliasura in the high slot. A big pass save is made by Marquardt. Maybe a chance for a 3-on-2. For a great chance in front, and it's broken up. Backhander by Artichuk was blocked. 3-on-2 the other way for Finland. Sormo across the line. Dangles in down the right wing. Backhander wide. 8:35 remaining at period number 1. I should say 8:35 played in period number 1. I apologize about that. Kuzla has it. Taps it over to the open side. On the right wing, Bridges dumps it in. Kuzla almost got run into by Wang. Really good pressure. Very disruptive style of game, but a little too aggressive there. Kuzla got knocked down a little bit, and there's a tripping call coming up against Drafday hockey. Finland is going to the power play here. So taking a look at Finland in the postseason at their team stats, they have scored a grand total of 1 power play goal. And that came against the Midwest Selects, so they'll likely flow through Kiviharju. But they have so many options. But Kiviharju is usually the quarterback. Back pass to Kuzla. Shot from the left circle. Save. Rebound. Scores. Lebanon on the doorstep. Bangs it home. It's 2-1 for Finland. It only took 7 seconds to strike on the power play. Finland has regained the lead. 9:12 into period 1. E2 Lebanon is the man of the moment. The go-ahead tally and this pressure-cooked semifinal game. And for E2 Lebanon, looking at his stats here, this should be goal number 3 and point number 11. So he has 11 points in 8 games. What a great tournament for this young man. Kakinen in his own end, throws it up for Nurmi, makes his way up the left side with speed, trying to cut down the middle. It's being held on to. Draftday's Bedard has command of it. Tosses it over to the other side. A lead pass ahead for Minetian. It's kept away, and there's going to be a hooking call coming up. So a power play goal was scored by Finland, and now they're going to take a penalty. Heinonen going off for hooking. So Drafday has a chance to respond here. And I'm looking at their team stats in the playoffs, and they have scored 2 power play goals. So definitely capable of scoring the big goal here to make it 2-2. Of course, they have Bedard out there along with Romani. Bedard seals it, walks it in front, takes a shot. Save is made by Valley. Really good positionally sound stop, and that will cause a face-off. And once again to revisit that goal by Levinen, assisted by Kuzla and Kivaharaju. And that one came at 9-12. That was on the power play. Now Drafday has their first power play, looking to respond in kind. But Nurmi's in there shorthanded. Such a strong forechecking presence. Bedard takes it away. Nurmi is able to tie him up. Here's a shot on goal. Save is made by Marquardt. Excellent shorthanded chance. And Levinen was denied, but a great move by Nurmi to disrupt the breakout for Connor Bedard and company. So face off deep inside of the attacking zone for Finland. Puck is going to be played here up the middle lane. It's being held on to by Petrovsky. Drop pass. Almost another steal for Kuzla, and he does take it and throw it down to the other end. Really good penalty kill for Finland. Nice and aggressive. They'll try again on the other side. Minetian sifts it over to the near boards for Artichuk. Drops it back. Bedard steams it in for Romani. Hooks it there for Artichuk. Over to Bedard. Lost control. And there's going to be a penalty against him as he tried to tie up the attacker. So a hook, and Bedard is going off. So we're going to have 4-on-4 for 47 seconds and then 73 seconds of a finished power play. So a little bit of frustration in this game from the star player for the Drafday hockey. He'll be in the box for at least the next 47 seconds of 4-on-4, and then it'll be 73 seconds or less of a power play chance for Finland. Shot from the right point, that goes wide from Pablo Loma. And just to let you know that that game is still tied between East Coast and the Czechs. Sahlstedt has it. Romani bumps against him. And also getting hooked on the play is Leponen. A high sticking call. So we're going to have a 4-on-3 here for about 27 seconds. Haynes is going off. So it's going to be 1:13 of 5-on-3 potential. So Finland is really playing a pesky, determined, and aggressive game in the attacking zone, and Drafday is getting kind of confounded by it. They're down 4-on-3 now. Kivaharju on the point. Holding. Not going to shoot yet. Looking for an angle. Switches spots with Kakkonen. Now he'll take a shot, and that's deflected wide off a stick. Kakkonen in the corner, aggressively down there as a defenseman. Throws across ice. It's taken away. Nice steal. And Minetian froze at the length of the ice. Dying seconds. Heinen is about to come on. Now we have 5-on-3 for Finland for 73 seconds, but doing a nice job keeping the puck pinned down low was Minetian. That kills off at least 10 seconds individually. But now here comes Ledisari. 5-on-3. Minetian is all over him. Steals the puck and throws it to the line and out. Pestinen not able to get to that puck as he ran into the linesman. big chance for Finland here. And also an opportunity for Drafday to build some momentum if they kill it off. And Menedian's doing a great work individually. Steals the puck again. Able to get it over to Mitsis. Backhands it along the line. Pessinen races for it and keeps it in. In the corner. It's thrown in front. Big bomb on goal. Save is made by Mark Watt as he denied the big bomb from Ladasari. Kivaharju has the lane. Moves up. Drops it back for Heinonen. Fans on the wrister. Forced to hold on. 13 seconds remains on the 5-on-3. Heinonen waits. Now he'll move closer. Backhander scores! A backhander over the shoulder of Mark Watt makes it 3-1. A 5-on-3 power play goal with 7:09 remaining in period 1. And the good news for Finland, they still have 25 seconds on the man advantage. So Heinonen has a goal, and he also has an assist. So Drafday hockey are facing the adversity that they never had to face. They have had their way with opponents all tournament long. Now they have to try and tap into a little bit of perseverance in order to climb back in this affair. We know they have the offensive weapons to score at will. But the thing is that Finland's doing a nice job taking away time and space. In the right circle, a shot that's fired wide. We're now back to 5-on-5. Goal hasn't been put up on the board yet, but it will be. Puck is rifled all the way to the length of the ice. Icing call coming up. So it still says 2-1 on the score clock for some reason. But it's 3-1 on the website, so no worry about that. Heinonen, the power play goal, assisted by Kivaharju, and Kivaharju has 2 assists in this game. And I'm sure the Finland coaching staff is asking the timekeepers to put that goal on the board. Nope, it's still 2-1. Surprised nobody's really caught that yet. Kivaharju back in his own territory. Wang is bearing down on him. Wang steals the puck, frozen in front. Artichuk tapped at it, but he fanned on the shot. Aki from the right point. Shot, didn't get through. On the doorstep, they score! Artichuk throws across ice, and it's banged home by Romani to make it a 3-2 game. Picture perfect passing. Artichuk throws it to the other side of the ice, and it's thrown home to make it 3-2. So Drafday hockey, they needed that in a big way, and they're back in this thing. 6:04 remains in period number 1. Packanen down low. Had to give it away. Artichuk throws it in front again. Save is made one more time, as that was once again Romani on the doorstep. Very close to getting the game-tying goal. Drafday is showing that resilience. They're not going away without a fight, and you know they have the ability to score big amounts of goals. They've scored essentially 9 goals per game in this tournament. 54 goals in 6 games. And Romani was assisted by Teo Artichuk Murphy at 13:56. Puck is held in. Artichuk had it taken away. Solstedt gets it out to center. There's going to be another penalty coming up against Drafday. Nurmi moves in, takes a shot. It's blocked. Nice defensive play by McGowan. Possession is maintained. Solstedt was interfered with. A shot from the point. Whistled wide. Nurmi holding on. Throws it to the middle. Touched up by Aki, and there will be the penalty call against Finland. And Heinonen is wringing his fingers, saying that he was /2 on the play. But Aki will be tagged for the trip on Solstedt instead. Finland is 1 for 3 on the man advantage. Now they want to try and go and make Drafday pay again and improve their lead to 2 goals one more time. A little bit of argument from the Drafday bench, and there is some words being exchanged by the two teams. The two coaching staffs are not happy at all. And the referee is saying, calm down, we'll come and talk to you in a moment. And the paramedics are also getting involved, detailing a little bit of the wear and tear because of those incidents on the ice. Of course, with so much on the line, you expect the emotions to be dialed up. These two coaching staffs really care, dreaming for these kids to have the opportunity to achieve glory at this tournament. So they'll do whatever they can. And right now it's Yanni Kivaharju talking with the referees about the state of the plays, and head coach Carlo for Drafday is just going to diagram the whiteboard with the players on the ice to figure out on how to kill off this penalty. Because Finland has moved that puck extremely well on the man advantage. Fans from both sides are urging their teams on. 3-2 for Finland here. Kivaharju, D for Kuzla, left circle, tries to throw it back door for Levanen. Levanen has that 1 goal, gives it over for number 11, Kivaharju. Levanen has that 2nd goal. In for Pessinen. They double team, but it's taken away. Puck's thrown down the middle of the ice. Menedian was so close to being set up for a shorthanded breakaway. Kivaharju had the puck roll out of his grasp, but he nudges it out to center. Menedian in pursuit. He's going to win a race for the puck here. But Pessinen doesn't give them the time and room to make anything happen. They collide. Ledasari coming down the right wing, dropping it back. Levanen knocked off stride. Nice solid check there by Bedard. Bedard was looking for a call there on that play. Kuzla taps it ahead for Heinonen. Bared down on 2 by Menedian. Counter attack. Here comes a rush. The puck is just dumped inside the attacking zone by Mitsas. 50 seconds remains on this man advantage. Leponen, the underager. Ahead for Heinonen, the guy with the go-ahead goal. He drives to the net hard, and the net is knocked off its moorings. He tried to do his best Rick Nash impression, and it almost worked. Bit of an update happening between the East Coast Selects and the Czech Knights. The Czech Knights have stormed ahead to take a 3-1 lead with 2 late goals. Peter Pavlik and Samuel Sisek gives that team an advantage heading into the first intermission. Three to 2 between these two clubs on this ice surface. Puck is held in. Paluloma. Over it goes for Leponen. Cross point. Kakkonen loads up and shoots. It's blocked. Ferocious block there by Moldenhauer. That is the will to win, and he is crawling to his bench. That stung so hard, and he is getting a lot of love from his coaches for that big-time play. That is playoff hockey personified on one single play. 3:13 remains in the period. Drafday has killed off this power play. They are 3 for 4 on the penalty kill. Artichuk Murphy races after it, and he ran into the goaltender. An honest mistake there. Goaltender gets to his feet. Almost got caught because of a shot from the perimeter. Artichuk tries to take control. Number 17, Menedian, got shouldered and getting thrown all over the ice by Leponen. Really good battle, really pushing hard at each other. You could just tell these boys absolutely are ready to do whatever it takes to win this game. Aki, a shot tipped on goal, and a great save is made by Valley off of Artichuk on the tip. Sormo down the right wing. He's bumped into by McGowan. Physical play is really elevating over the course of the last few minutes. A lot of animosity. These two teams haven't played each other, but they have already established a rivalry in just under 18 minutes. Bridges on the right point. Wrister towards the goal. Blocked in front by Kivaharju. And now he'll go from defense to offense. Sends it up for Eliasura. Laying down the right side for Sormo. Sormo has 4 points in the 2 playoff games. Trying to hold it in along with Koivisto when they do. Ledisare just off the bench. Chases after that puck. Ledisare leaves it there for Kuzla. Has time. He has room. Operating around the goal. Looking for a pass. Now circles back to the blue line. Throws it over. Leponen has to go play catch in the left corner. Drops it back. Puck is taken away. And thrown all the way down to the other end. A race for it. No icing. Artichuk in there first. Pinned hard by Koivisto. Wayne comes in for support. Artichuk digs hard. Bedard has it on his forehand. Tries a spinorama. Has that puck. Tries to draw closer. He is tripped. There's going to be a penalty coming up against Team Finland. Drafday is 0 for 1 on the man advantage. They are going to try and make it happen here. So Drafday, they've been trailing for most of this period. They want to try and be on even terms one more time. Bedard, Romani, Haynes up front. Menedian and Petrovsky is on the blue line. Their best aces trying to score that equalizer before the end of this period. Petrovsky drops it back. Menedian slides it ahead for Bedard. Bedard coming down the left wing. Takes a shot. Save is made by Valley. And the puck is sent down to the other end. 47 seconds remaining on this period, and there is also 1:35 remaining on the power play. Carving his way across the line. Bedard toe drag, shoots, fired wide. Gets his own rebound. Back for Petrovsky. Over to Minetti in right circle. Takes a shot, save, rebound, scores! It's Connor Bedard again. Power play goal with 27.7 seconds remaining on the board. I hope you guys are enjoying this game wherever you are in North America or across the world. Maybe in sweet home Finland for the Finland Selects parents. What a game we're being treated to. Has the ability to be an instant classic here. One of the great games in the history of the WSI is unfolding before your very eyes. Soak it in. Connor Bedard's 24th goal of the tournament. And he's trying to look for 25, 12 seconds remaining, throws it in front. Great save is made by Valley. Flat out robbing a great chance from Menedian. It's free, Bedard another chance. Save is made by Valley as time runs down. We go to the period one's first intermission, tied at 3. Haynes and Menedian, the assists on Connor Bedard's goal at 19:33. We are getting a great game between these two clubs, and we're so thrilled to have you on board for what is going to be a very spirited affair in the last 20 minutes and potentially beyond.
Drink coffee?
Just water. Oh, water. Good, thank you very much.
Café basta. Okay. No American coffee. American coffee, no.
I've never had coffee. No problem. Thank you, though. Merci. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Before we go and do a box score recap of our game here, and a great game it is so far, let's take a look at the Czech Knights and the East Coast Selects. It was the East Coast Selects that struck first, 2:38 in. Cole Barrett, the even strength goal, but the Czech Knights just started rolling from there. 5 straight goals now as they lead early in the second period. Peter Pavlik scored twice, Samuel Sisek has a goal, Stefan Kurzik has a goal, and also Edward Sale has just made it the 5-1 game. Completely in command, it appears that they will be one of the teams going on to face either the Finland Selects or Drafday in the final, happening here at 1 o'clock. I mean, miracles could definitely happen. East Coast has some good firepower, but certainly it looks like the Czech Knights are putting that hammer down and are coming very close to being that team that will earn a spot here. We haven't seen the Czech Knights. They've been playing on Cormeyer all tournament, so they're going to make a little bit of a trip to Chamonix. That'll be very interesting. .155 remaining or less until we begin period number 2. So now let's take a look at that box score from the game that we are enjoying here so very much. Started off 57 seconds in when there was a power play chance, and then at 1:15 there was Lucas Solstedt able to score at even strength, I apologize, and then at 3:44 Connor Bedard at even strength made it 1-1. At 9:12 Ito Levanen made it at even strength goal, assisted by Kuzla and Kivaharju to give Finland a 2-1 lead, and then a power play goal, Ito Heinonen at 12:51. But a nice response from Drafday. At 13:56, Anthony Romani made it 3-2 on even strength. And with 27 seconds left in the period, it was Connor Bedard scoring the power play goal to make it all deadlocked at 3. I just want to thank you for joining us on Legacy Live TV. It's been a great thrill to bring these games to you throughout the course of this entire tournament. We really do appreciate your patronage. And I understand that there are at least 25 of you watching right now, and it's great that you're on board for what's been a great game. And it's expecting to be even more dynamic in period 2. We're underway here. Finland's going to the attack, going from left to right now. But they have to go back in their own zone. Bedard has command of it. Gives it away. Kuzla, a shot. Great pad save is made. And it went out of the glove as well as Marquardt got a piece of it and was able to keep it out. Puck is inside the attacking zone. But taken away by Finland. They are going to work here. Ledasari frozen inside the attacking end. Petrovsky has command. Holding on. Throws it up the near side boards and out of danger. Kakinen in his own end. Deals it over to Paloloma. Paloloma across the line. Yielded the puck, and Kopkok gets it up the right wing for Romani. Sifts it ahead for Artichuk, backhander wide. He was in too deep to really get it behind the goaltender. Now on the doorstep, Romani a whack, and Valley made the save from the short side. Missed pass as there was a breakout attempt by Finland. Mitzes has it in his own territory. Plows it ahead, a lead play. Romani down the right wing, takes the shot. Glove save is made by Valley. And Valley has had to be good, and Drafday has had to be good as well. That is goaltender Marquardt. Drafday had a 17-14 shot advantage in period number 1. So the save percentage aren't exactly the most flattering, but the goaltenders have had to make some big ones. Shot towards the goal by Bridges. That goes wide. 18:27 remains in the period. Puck is tipped towards the goal. A nice deflection attempt by Romani, but it hit the defenseman's leg. It's loose on the doorstep, but now taken away. Koivisto up the left wing for Artie Asura. Artie Asura scored a key goal against the West Coast Selects in their last game in the quarterfinals yesterday. Does he have another one up his tail? Kivaharju already has 2 assists. You know you'd love a goal to add to that. Up for Artiasura, blazing down the middle lane, holding on, losing a tire. And they're going to call a bit of a trip on the play, as there was a little bit of interference. It looked more like he was just falling on his own accord. I didn't really see any trip there, but it's going to be McGowan going off. So the referee is going to come over and talk to the coaching staff perhaps. So there is some disgruntlement. And Brampton's also talking to the linesman, but that's the call that was made, so we will roll on here. 3-3 tie between these two teams. Finland, a power play opportunity. They are 1 for 4 on the man advantage. And we're going to see Minetian, such a good penalty killer. He was able to disrupt so much time on the last couple of penalty kills for the Finland Selects. But now they go to work 2-on-2. Lediasari down the right wing, takes the shot, he scores! A rocket to the bottom corner on the far side. And it's the second power play goal for Finland. 2:37 into period 2. Finland is back ahead. Lediasari, a big-time play, and he has made so many big-time maneuvers in this tournament. One of the heart and soul players for this team. And Lediasari has been dynamic, and now he has 6 goals and 10 points in 8 games. So Drafday is trailing yet again. They have not led in this hockey game. This is the team that has never trailed for a single second coming into this one. And now they trail for a third time. McGowan throws that puck down to the left corner. Played over to the far side corner for Aki. The defenseman tries to chip it back, it's stolen. McGowan not able to hold it in. They have to tag up because they were offside. Kakkonen passes up for Peloloma. Just over the red line, but quickly slopped down in. 3:25 gone in period number 2. Finland ahead, trying to lock up a spot in the final, likely to play the Czech Knights here in this building. Puck is stolen, however. Here comes Bedard. He has 2 goals, but lost control there. Sormo take it away. Nudges it up the left wing. Here comes a chance. Leponen nudges it to the near right corner. Chops it back for Sormo. Holding on. Waiting. Now he shoots. Save is made by Marquardt. Rebound was there, but it's thrown to the boards, and Wang barely gets it out to center. Kivaharju. Lead pass. Kopkok intercepted that. Kivaharju will try again. He'll this time hold on. Throws it across for Lebanon. Lebanon had it bounce off his stick. Kopkok, a lead pass, gives it away to Kivaharju. Those two seem to be passing it back and forth, ping pong. Now we'll see if there's a little bit of flow. Ledasari over the line, down the left wing, takes a shot well wide to the right corner. Bounces off the boards. Kopkok pushes against Ledasari hard. Kruzla, a nice keep in. Throws it back. Here comes a chance. Lebanon a shot. He rings it off the right post. Oh, so close. He beat the goaltender, but not the post. The goaltender's best friend just bailed out Kenneth Marquardt and the entirety of the Drafday hockey team. From the right point, Bridges stands on a shot. Deflected down low, however, just wide by Artichuk. That almost turned into a fortuitous play for Drafday. Artichuk holds it in. Wang pushing for it. Trying to use his big frame. Lost his stick. Now a steal. Down the middle. Artichuk drops it back for Romani. Forehand shot. Snagged out of the air by Valley. .5:26 gone in period number 2. Finland is doing a nice job continuing to have their foot on the accelerator. Worst thing you could do against this Drafday team is go into a defensive shell. That's basically inviting them to try and score the game-winning goal, and the game-tying goal, of course, first. 5:34 gone in the period. And right now there is a sense of calm on that lineup for Drafday hockey. They know that they could come back here. There is Moldenhauer. He made that great sacrificial block a little bit earlier. Now he wants to try and manufacture another big play, the game-tying goal. Tries to center it. Klochkov had it intercepted. Heinonen blazing down the middle, wants to split the D. For a brief moment, it appeared like he was going to. Now the other way, a bit of a 2-on-2. Moldenhauer in for Brett. Brett with a backhander. Save is made by Valley. Rebound hit the side of the net. Moldenhauer is trying to tie up Koivisto, but Koivisto fought him off long enough to get it up for Heinonen. Heinonen by himself. Rister well wide. Bridges goes for it. Can't get it out of the zone. Nice job by Leponen to keep it alive, but now thrown out. 6:32 gone in period number 2. Leponen had to go out of his grasp, trying to fight to get it back. Mitsis, the smooth defender, gives it away to Sormo. Drops it back, D to D. Bedard is racing against Kakkonen. Kakkonen shakes him off, slides it up the left wing. There is time and room for Artie Asura. Coming in down the middle lane, takes a shot. Nice job by McGowan to block that. Nice pinch, though, by Pessinen to keep the offensive throttle going. It's taken away. Manetian. Poked away from Haynes. McGowan pushing hard against Pessinen. There is little time and room to operate. Everybody is playing an in-your-face brand of hockey in all 3 zones. Haynes maneuvers up the left wing. Takes a shot. Save is made by Valley. Rebound died there. Levanon bounces it back to the neutral zone. A race for it. Ledasari going for it, but Aki is back there first. Ledasari forced the puck to be given away in the corner. Kivaharju from the right point. Save is made. Rebound scores! The rebound was too hard to handle for Marquardt, and Kuzla dove into the blue paint to shovel it home to make it 5-3. The second 2-goal game for Finland in this affair. And the net is now being readjusted onto its moorings. Marquardt is maybe going to claim that he had it long enough, but nope. A perfect wrister in terms of velocity. It handcuffed the goaltender from Kivaharju. And that led to the great chance from Kuzla. And Kuzla was the guy who had the most points in the round robin for Finland. Very fitting that he scores a big-time goal. A goal and an assist for him. Kivaharju has 3 assists now. So that is 7 goals now in 8 games for Kuzla. Here comes Artichek the other way alone. Forehander scores! A nice highlight reel goal, and just like that, they are back inside of this hockey game. What a big-time play. Mere seconds after Kuzla made it 5-3, we are back to a 5-4 game. In fact, just 19 seconds separated those 2 goals. Teo Artichuk, a big-time tally. It looked like he was going to go backhand. He fooled the goaltender and went forehand and made it 5-4. This is offense at its finest. Here's a shot towards the goal. Artie Asura, a save by goaltender Marquardt. The rebound was whiffed on by Leponen. So Kuzla, the big goal at 7:43, answered at 8:02 by Teo Artichuk. And Artichuk was assisted by Romani. And one thing about Artichuk, now he has 3 goals in this tournament along with 8 assists. Kivaharju in his own end, trying to hold on. Almost gave that puck away. Pessinen has it. Up the left side, Eliasura chops it through to the defensive end. Played by Mitsis. Over it goes for Petrovsky. They get it to the neutral zone. You wonder if the pace will slow down for a little bit or if it'll remain at its electric hot pace right now. Mitsis almost gave that puck away to the other number 8. Petrovsky angles it inside the attacking zone. Moldenhauer over for Brett. Moldenhauer digs for it. Along it goes for Brett. Moldenhauer pushes away from the defender. Palaloma's all over him. Chops at it and wins the battle. Ledisuri has it on his forehand. A spinorama. Now he takes a forehander over top of the goal and ramps out a play. And we'll take a look at what's happening elsewhere and see if it's indeed going to be a final for the Czech Knights. It is 6-1 for the Czech Knights late in the third period, so they are well on their way to clinching a spot in the final. David Moravec just scored a power play goal to make it 6-1. Things are a lot less definite here. Manetian tries to make a centering pass. Bedard is in the slot. Haynes has it in the right corner. Chops it over to the side of the net, but there's Kivaharju. He gives it away, however. Nice steal by Haynes. Haynes is being pushed hard into the boards by Salstedt, and the puck is just thrown out to safety. There is some frustration because of a high sticking call. And the face-off will be deep inside of Drafday territory. 9:44 remaining in this hockey game. And that's for regulation. Potentially more to come. And the great thing about these two teams is that there's the potential for 5 or 6 more goals to be scored before this game's all said and done. We already have 9 of them. They can score and hurt you in the blink of an eye. Here's Manetian coming into the slot. Forehand shot blocked there by Pessinen. Nice defensive play. Manetian over to Bedard on the doorstep. It's free. Forehand shot by Manetian stopped. Goaltender's lounging around in his crease. Drop pass goes back for Aki. Can't handle it. Morcott is forced to stay in his own net as Sorma was coming down for it. Bedard behind the cage. Throws it up for Haynes. Lead pass. Here comes Connor Bedard. Down the middle. Coming towards the goal. Forehander. Great pass. Save is made by Valley. Follow-up chance just wide. Off the back door. Bedard tried to reel it in. Shot from the left point is wide from Petrovsky. Aki holds it in. Trying to create a battering ram of pressure. But the puck just goes out to center. Finland pokes at it multiple times. Aliasura can't get it over the red line. And now it comes to him again. He has room to operate. Crisscrosses into the high slot. Holding on his backhand. Looks for a centering pass. Drops it back to the point. Kivaharju a shot. He scores! A dart of a wrister, and it might have been deflected by Leponin en route. They are celebrating like he did deflect it. And what a play there. Shot towards the net, and it looked like Leponin on the lip of the crease got a piece of that play. And that would be a big goal. An underager, Kivaharju, setting up the other underager, Marcus Leponin, to make it a 6-4 game with 8:13 remaining on the clock. So we'll see how they officially credit it. Branton is coming in to relieve number 0 Marquardt. So very tough for Brandon to come this late into a hockey game. And it's probably just a maneuver by the coaching staff for Drafday to get a little bit of momentum back on his team's side, a little bit of a jolt to the efforts for their team. And there is Ardo Aliasura and Aaron Kivaharju setting up Marcus Leponin. Artichuk gets it out to center. Kuzla has it. Throws it cross ice. And it's going to be backhanded along. They hold it in. And it's going to be number 39, Kopkok. Gets it out to center. Wang tries to chip it ahead. Nice interception. Kuzla coming down the middle. He is shouldered towards the boards, but throws it in front. Lediasari fan on that. He was all alone. A glorious chance to make it 7-4. Shot towards the blue line. Save is made. Rebound is there. Just tucked wide. Lebanon was able to wheel it past the goaltender, but it just rolled off his stick. Finland is really pressing to put this game away. Something will have to happen soon for Drafday to get themselves some energy. Wang tries to get something going. It's intercepted. A lead pass. Heinenen's behind the defense, coming in solo. Forehander, great save is made by Branton. What a difficult first couple of saves he's had to make since coming into this game. A minute and a half ago. Shot from the left point. Save is made off of Kivaharju. Rebound is there. Heinenen spinning, but Bedard plays it around the boards. Kivaharju is going to hold him in. Takes a shot. Tipped towards the goal, but just wide. A cannonade, a full offensive whirlpool for Finland. Really trying to put it on the doorstep and clinch their spot in the final. Kivaharju, another shot. That goes wide. Drafday is just hanging on by a thread right now. Bedard tries to change the tide. Gets it up for Artichuk. On his forehand. Throws it towards the net, and Veli makes the save. Finland feels like they have Drafday on the ropes right now, and they're trying to deliver the knockout blow. Expect to see a lot of Bedard on the ice. The guy that has scored 24 goals in 7 games. So they're just readjusting the net at Branton's end. Just trying to nail it down, and they'll require some tools to make that happen. Now they'll bring a water bottle over. Goaltender is using the knob of his stick to wire that down, and now they're just going to water the ice surface a little bit to make sure it sticks. A little bit of an adhesive there. So a little bit of mechanical work being done on the ice. And ladies and gentlemen, it's official. The Czech Knights are going to the final. They will play here at 1 o'clock. Right now it's trending towards Finland and also the Czech Knights. But you know as well as I, if you've been watching this Drafday team throughout the course of this tournament, do not count them out. Doubt them at your own peril. Shot towards the net, wide. Ledasari wants to make it easier on his team, especially his goaltender Valley, by making it 7-4. But here comes Drafday. Minetian holding on. Tries to get it to the slot, but Lebanon intercepts. Down the right wing, Ledasari. Throws it to the corner. Just wants to grind it along the boards. Plays it over to Kuzla. Kuzla tries to race for it. Does get there. Bumps down Bedard. But Minetian gets it to the line. Nice diving play by Kuzla to keep it in momentarily. But now a 2-on-2. Haynes along with Minetian. Haynes in the right corner. Drops it back. Bridges can't handle it. Moldenhauer reels it back in though. 5 minutes remains on the score clock. It's being pushed. It's being prodded. They're holding it in. Pessinen angles it around for Sormo. Really good job by all these players to play solid defense. Aki, an aggressive pinch. They keep it in. 4:40 remains on the clock. They are drawing closer and closer to the light at the end of the tunnel. Sormo throws it to the open boards. Eliasura goes for it. Aki gets there first and pounds it out. Kivaharju, backhand lift out to center. McGowan advances it, but Heinenen gloved it down, but McGowan finds it. Now he's going to skate with it. Down the right wing. He'll take a forehand shot. It's tipped to the other side. A soccer-style kick hit the side netting, and now we have a stoppage of play. An electrifying game between these two teams. We're so glad that you've been on board to witness the entirety of this tournament. And here is a chance off the draw. Moldenhauer's grinding for it, along with Murphy. A little bit of a blending of the lines as Moldenhauer's now with Artichuk and also Romani. Artichuk down the middle, leaves it for Moldenhauer. Forehand shot, just whistled wide. Romani back for McGowan. Throws it around the boards. You wonder when the goaltender will be pulled. Maybe around the 2-minute mark, if that 2-goal lead remains intact. Artichuk in for Moldenhauer. Throws it to the doorstep. Puck was loose there. Heinonen tries to bound it out. He can't. Kakinen has it though. Throws it to the other side. Paliloma has time and room and gets it ahead for Sahlstedt across the line. Dropping it back. Nurmi, a shot blocked by the defense. 3:10 remains. Nurmi back for Kivaharju, looking for that tip. Just a hair wide of Ladasari. 3 minutes remains. Here comes Connor Bedard, the human highlight reel, dropping it back. Aki not able to handle it. Aki is able to hold on though. It's poked out of the zone. Nice play by Kivaharju. Puck is stolen. Here comes a chance. Behind the play. Knocked down was Aki. And there is going to be a call against Kivaharju as the bird just flew into the ice rink. What an interesting development there. A hooking call against Kivaharju as he slowed down Aki. So here is the chance. Opportunity knocking on the door for Drafday to get back within 1 goal. A power play chance with 2:46 left. They have been able to score on the power play in this game to great effect. In fact, their rate in this game is 1 for 3. A timeout call for Drafday to diagram a play. They want to engineer a comeback. If any team could make a 2-goal comeback this late, it's this team in red. Of course, also the team in Finland is very good with the resiliency factor. You saw that yesterday in the quarterfinal, but now they're in the driver's seat. They want to be the team that holds on to win. And what a story that would be for Leponen and Kivaharju. They came to a tough defeat last week at the under-12 WSI in Bolzano, 5-1 at the hands of the eventual champion CSKA Moscow. 1 week later, they want to play in that final game. They want to have the experience of battling against the Czech Knights for glory here on this ice surface. You know from the top line, Connor Bedard, electrifying tournament, over 30 points. He doesn't want all that great production to end with the stinging feel of defeat. And he is about to take that face-off. He wins it cleanly, back for Petrovsky. Cross point it goes. Romani in the left circle, throws it back door. Almost a chance for Haynes to put it in. Short-handed drive. Kuzla down the left wing. Cuts to the middle, but it's broken up. Petrovsky elevates it ahead. It'll remain 5-on-4 for now. 2-on-1 down low. Bedard comes right in. Save is made. Nice aggressive pass. Save is made by Valley. But there's going to be a penalty call coming up against Drafday. Because of those collisions along the board, a tripping call coming up against Haynes. So we're now going to have 4-on-4 for the next 89 seconds. A little bit more open ice. So a glorious opportunity to strike on the man advantage, and they give up the power play chance 31 seconds in. And a little bit of passion off the draw, Heinonen and Bedard, so it'll be redone again. Heinonen tries to tie it up. Menedian throws it ahead. It's kept alive. Paloloma into the slot. Heinonen tries to let it rip. He fans on it. Had it taken away. Bedard gets past Paloloma. But Nurmi is back there to take it away from him. Great play to step in front of the leading scorer for Drafday. In the corner for Bedard. Holding on. Frozen in front, looking for the chip play. Goaltender's looking for it. They're saying it's in. Referee and also the defensemen are looking for that puck at the side of the net. And it's hit the side netting. So they're saying no goal. Drafday tried to say they did score, but it hit the netting and may have snuck in from the side netting. Because sometimes the netting has been a little bit broken, so they took the moment and did the due diligence, but determined that the puck is not in the net. And from my angle, it didn't go in there either. Off the face-off, draws one cleanly. Aki from the left point. Sifts it across for Petrovsky. Reels it in, no shot. Over to Aki, just holding it in. Gets some space, takes the shot, wide. Goaltender's now coming off for an extra attacker as Menedian shoveled the puck on goal. 88 seconds remaining on the clock. Off the face-off, Aki, time and room, takes the shot, save is made by Valley. Rebound goes behind the net. Romani in the left circle, 6-on-5. Here comes a chance down low. On the doorstep, a shot, great save is made by Valley. He flat out robbed Petrovsky. Empty net chance in the neutral zone. Ledesari trying to get free, he fires wide. He was in a good angle to put it away, but he can't. A little bit more life for Drafday. Bedard coming the other way. Coming towards the goal. Fires it well wide. Aki from the right point. Shot on goal. Big rebound from Valley. It's loose in the slot area. Backhander by Bedard. Loose on the doorstep. Spinning and firing as Aki, but well wide. Didn't have time to aim. 40 seconds remains. An empty net chance. Kivaharju. Across it goes. Heinonen scores. And behind the play, Kuzla is getting involved in a spirited back and forth fight with Menedian. They're tied up, and those two combatants will be separated. Now it's going to be Petrovsky pushing down Kuzla from behind. And the referees have to separate this before this turns out into an all-out brawl. Referees compelling everybody to let sanity prevail here. And the Finland coaching staff and the Drafday coaching staff had some words, but that subsides. A big-time goal by Heinonen to essentially clinch a berth in the championship game. He has 2 goals in this game, and he also has an assist. The man of the match will likely be number 68, Heinonen. So penalty against Petrovsky for that unsportsmanlike push from behind on Kuzla. 7-4 for Finland. You can't really qualify it as an upset, sure. Drafday had a better position in the standings, but you look at it, they were so good in terms of being just 1 win less than Drafday in the standings. A battle between 2 even teams, 2 dynamic teams, and it's the guys in dark blue that come up ahead in this one. They played aggressive, they played disruptive, and they are ahead 7-4 and a little bit more pushing and shoving. Leponen getting pushed down to the ice hard by Bridges. And being held away from the offense is Menedian. He wants to get some pushing and shoving, but he can't get involved. The Finland players are tapping their sticks along the wall in celebration. Well, it is a look of frustration from Drafday. They are steamed, they are mad, and they are 9.2 seconds away from defeat. And the referees and the officials just want everything to calm down a little bit. And the coaching staffs from both teams are urging their teams to do something about the penalties. And more words are being exchanged at center ice. Referees are talking things over. They just want the last 9.2 seconds to end without incident, but that just seems impossible. Tempers are hot here. We just have a boiling keg of a semifinal. So the referees are talking things over. They just want the last 9.2 seconds to end, and then for these two teams to go their separate ways. Drafday will go home, and Finland will go to the final at 1 p.m. to take on the Czechs. It was 3-3, and Finland has outscored Drafday 4-1 in the period. Big goal was scored early on a power play by Ledasari. Kuzla made it 5-3. Artichuk gave Drafday a jolt by making it 5-4. But then goals by Leponen and Kuzla put this game out of reach. Penalties are now being called. So we knew that the Petrovsky call for roughing at 19:28 because of that push from behind. We're going to wait for the more penalties to come on the board. The referee is going to have some words with Drafday. And now the Drafday coaches are maybe just compelling the players just to move on, finish this game and move on here. Finland is celebrating on their bench. More stick taps. They are very overzealous, happy about the victory that awaits them. What a final that will be. So much firepower on Finland and on the Czech Knights. The two teams combined to score 13 goals in their semifinals. The Czechs scored 6 against East Coast. And you see here a 7-4 result right now for Finland. They're on a power play here. So let's refresh the page here. So Bridges got the cross-checking penalty for a match penalty. Puck is dropped. Koivisto holding on. One more shot towards the net. Backhander on goal. Save is made by Branton off of Eliasura. The game is over. And Yanni Kivaharju's team could celebrate loudly. They can celebrate proudly. They are going to the World Selects Invitational final here at 1 p.m. A mighty tournament for Drafday. The Drafday players wanted to go off the ice of not doing the ceremonial handshake, but nice move by their coach to encourage them to do it. This was a well-fought game, and these two teams should shake hands and really tip their cap to each other. These two teams pushed each other to the brink in so many ways.
Put your hands together for the players, please. What a good game.
A really good game. A classic of a game.
So, awarding
Man of the match. Would it be number 68, Heinonen?
Number 98, Conor Bedard. And from Finland, number 74, Neuval Goli.
So Valley, the goaltender, getting the nod. Yep, very deserving. Was able to turn away some chances. I think Heinonen would have been very deserving too. 2 goals and an assist, but very good. And they do some sportsmanlike plays at both ends, and coaches are coming together just to be like, yeah, things got a little heated, but there's still a lot of respect on both sides, and these kids will ultimately respect the effort that both sides put into this one. They poured their heart, they poured their soul into it, and we're so grateful for the game that these two teams played. 7-4 final for Finland. We'll be back at around 1 p.m. for the championship game between the Czech Knights and the Finland Selects. So long for now. I'm Quentin Amundsen. This has been a presentation of Legacy Live TV.